Do you know when you Google headbands for big heads, you get like 0 results?
Just
I feel
search
like this
big
is our
headbands.
business opportunity.
Big head. I know.
Big headbands.
Big headbands. Yeah, with very cool. Very cool. And welcome to WayTooBroad, a show and tell program for really, really ridiculously excited grown-ups. I'm Hannah, and these are my co-hosts, Erin and Ben. Hi, Erin.
Hannah, amazing outline. Way to get the outline, have the right intro on it, and just executed so well. Congratulations.
Well done.
Hello, Ben.
Hello.
You.
Great job, Hannah.
Thank you. I really did look at the outline, and it really paid off. Thanks for
You did a great job. All that hard work.
I really did look at it.
A month's work of outline, finally read.
Did you say a month's work?
A month's work.
A monk's work.
It's a monk's work. Contemplating the outline, praying about it, lifting it up to God, chanting it, Gregorian.
A monk's work of outline. What is who? What is who? What is Erin drinking?
Ooh, me. Oh.
What is who?
What is who? Who? What is who? Who? Well, I am who. Down in Whoville. Down in Whoville, I'm drinking a half and half Spindrift.
I still haven't been able to find that.
That's black tea and lemon.
Yeah.
Ah, it's so good. It's really good. I'm having kind of a problem. You might be able to tell. It's a Thursday night. I do have to work tomorrow. I've had Chloe, shout out to Chloe, my little sister, turned 19 tonight, had what she always has for birthday dinner, which is breakfast for dinner, which means I've had coffee tonight, and now I'm drinking like a black tea. I'm never sleeping. That's what I'm drinking. What are you drinking? Who?
It's me.
What are you drinking, Hannah? Hannah who?
I'm drinking a glass of water.
Hey, hydrate.
Yeah, hydrating. And also a Guinness.
Oh, hey.
Oh, I was going to make the listener guess from the noise.
Can guess.
Would you have guessed?
Is it Nitro Guinness? Does that have a little thing in it?
I think that all can. Yes. I mean, technically, yes, I think, yes.
I would have guessed. You should have had us close our eyes.
You wouldn't have guessed.
I might have guessed. I probably wouldn't have.
Anyway, there's this really creepy bear on this can of Guinness.
Yeah, really creepy. Oh my god.
It's just...
I hate
What's
him.
he looking at?
Nothing. I don't know. Your soul.
Someone else's soul.
I don't know what he's sitting on. So it's like a brown bear, but it looks like a bear costume. Like a person in a bear costume. Sitting on top of some red thing.
That's how panda bears look.
But it's not a panda bear.
No, but like real life panda bears look like somebody in a panda bear costume.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, it looks like a panda bear
Is this like
in
narwhals
a brown
all over
bear
again? Are panda
costume.
bears not real?
They're just people in panda bear costumes.
That's why it's so hard to make them breed.
That's right, because it's just a person in a costume.
It's hot in there. It's not sexy.
It's I mean, to some people are into that.
Yeah, I guess. But yeah, it's a white can of Guinness with a weird, creepy bear on it, sitting
Very
on some
creepy.
kind of red thing, holding a bottle of Guinness, I assume, and just looking off into the distance in a really creepy way. Where
Who approved this art?
I don't know, man.
Guinness himself.
Oh, yeah, probably.
Okay, wait. So this thing inside the can is called the famous round plastic widget. In every can, unleashes nitrogen through the beer, creating a creamy head and iconic surge that's distinctively Guinness.
Surge?
I didn't know Guinness made Surge.
Yeah. So yeah, I'm just having a Guinness.
Wow, I love Guinness.
Yeah, it's delicious. It's always less heavy than I expect it to be.
Same.
Ben, what are you drinking?
I'm drinking.
Is it so less heavy that you pick it up and like your arm shoots up? You're like,
Oh no, it's all over me.
sorry, what are you drinking?
I have an iced water. I also have another drink.
Ooh.
It's Bundaberg ginger beer.
Oh, taste the chaos.
Taste the chaos. No, it's not ginger ale. It's ginger beer.
What's the slogan for ginger beer?
Taste the order.
Get drunk off the chaos.
Is it alcoholic?
No. It's also not that good. I mean, it's fine. It's just way too sweet for ginger beer.
Ah,
You know?
I don't
want
like
that. Well, not spice. We disagree on that. I don't think it's spicy. I want that ginger. I want an explosion of ginger in the mouth.
I have just a pressing question. Have you had, there's a Trader Joe's, they have a ginger seltzer.
No.
And it's spicy. It's a 4-pack and it's like abnormally expensive, but it's worth it. It's like a lemon ginger. It might even just be ginger
That sounds
seltzer. And
good.
It's incredible.
I'll get that.
I need you to go get it.
Now?
Is Trader Joe's still open? Let's pause.
Yeah, I'll try
I feel
that
like
shit.
I think I've had it, but I will have it again, just for you.
So good.
Oh, I also have a snack on.
I just have a cat butt.
Yeah.
Oh,
So I got this ginger beer. It's an Australian ginger beer at this little corner store in the apartment complex, like next to ours. And they also have like a lot of fun international candy, including stroopwafel and mini stroopwafel. They have so mini stroopwafel. They're adorable. Like look at this little baby. This is great for the listeners. But like look at this little guy.
Wow.
It's so
There's extra
cute.
baby in your big hand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have chocolate caramel, and they also have honey. Those are honey. I still think the original caramel is my favorite of all of them. Chocolate caramel doesn't. It's fine, and then honey kind of tastes pretty much the same, except the aftertaste is more like honey and less like caramel.
Have you had maple?
Is there maple?
I think there's a maple.
No, I haven't.
Ooh, that would
I
be
also
my
haven't had
jam.
the big honey one, and with the little ones, the like ratio of waffle to filling is a lot smaller. No, bigger.
What?
It's a lot bigger. There's more waffle
More
than
waffle?
filling. Yeah,
I feel like I could be into that.
it's nice because the waffle is like really the star of the show. I think.
Yeah, absolutely. It's not called Stroop filling.
Yeah, exactly. Unless Stroop means like caramel, and it literally means like caramel waffle or something.
You know,
Then joke's
you
on
have
us.
a point. You really have a point.
Stroop.
You know, I went to Target. You posted a picture of your mini Stroop, and then I went to Target, and I was like, "Oh, I'm gonna get some Stroop."
Caramel in Dutch is caramel with a K.
Then if I can have Stroop,
Any
At
Stroop?
Target?
Period.
and not a Stroop, not a fucking Stroop in the world,
Uh-oh.
Oh no, she roboted,
sorry.
and I didn't hear.
not a Stroop in the world.
Oh no.
I looked on all the aisles and all the end caps.
Because that's where it usually is at mine.
Yeah, I was like, maybe it'll be on the end cap. Maybe we'll have a mini on the end caps. I'll even take an individually wrapped on the end cap.
Yeah.
Nope. Struck out. Stripped out.
Wow. I need to
True.
check if it's still at my Target now.
Yeah.
It was at mine, like, within the last couple of weeks, because I did pick one up as an impulse buy on my way
I think
out.
I just have a terrible Target.
Dang, that sucks, man.
Yeah. They missed the Target.
Yeah.
Ayo.
You got him.
Oh.
You got him.
Fucking yeah.
You had Target in your crosshairs. You didn't miss.
Wow.
Yep.
Really awful.
Yep. Wait. Keep going, Hannah. Those are so nice.
Really, really
I mean-
bad.
All right. What are you implying about my crosshairs? You saying that I left some of my crosshairs at Target? It's not true.
Can we talk about Billie Eilish up front?
Sure.
Okay. Every time I scrape my way out of my Billie Eilish hole, something drags me back in. This week it was you, Erin.
No apology.
And on my way home, I kept trying to listen to podcasts and instead ending up listening to, you know what I've been into lately is her EP, Don't Smile at Me.
That's a good one.
Which, I don't know, we haven't talked about, other than the one time I messaged you and said it was good, we haven't talked about the song My Boy, but have you guys gotten into that song at all?
No.
I listened to that album a good bit the other day. Let me refresh my memories.
It's the one kind of starts out like slower and it's like got some really great like wordplay imagery in it. Like at the beginning she says
yep,
my boy I think she says like he's being sass or something like that.
Sus? Like suspect.
Oh, okay. My boy's being sus.
Wow. That's a young person slang that you don't know, apparently.
I don't. I've never heard that before.
Ooh,
Did
really
you
showing
know that?
Really showing you're 30, Hannah. I sure did.
Okay. So, whatever. She's saying my boy's being sus.
Can I, real quick, I was going to mention this anyway, but tonight I, like, queued up Billie Eilish because I was like, oh, yeah, Chloe and her friend are totally going to be like, oh, look, my sister listens to, like, hip music. Apparently, it's not hip to them. Like, they were like, I don't really like her. Like, I was like, oh, I feel extra old somehow.
Well, who do they listen
wrong.
to?
I don't know. Stuff I've never fucking heard of. I don't even know. I'm kidding. It's good. It's good stuff. I was like, I don't even know this is music. Is this music? This is good, right? Yeah. I do like what she likes to listen to, but I just don't know it. So I think that's the whole point.
Yeah, that's why she likes it.
That's why.
No, but she says he was shady enough, but now he's just a shadow. That's like in the first line. And then the next line is, my boy loves his friends like I love my split ends. And by that, I mean, he cuts them off. Mm-hmm. And then there's like a pause. And then she goes, or some like sound effect just goes, what? In the background. But like cooler than that. And then it starts like being a faster song. It's very good.
She's great.
She's great.
Yeah, I found that EP has a lot of really good lyrics. Like, I really enjoyed the song Watch.
Yeah.
Which is also remixed as called Ann Byrne.
I love the Ann Byrne one.
It's such a good song.
Except in the rap break in the Ann Byrne version, when the, like, right at the end, and he repeats it too, like, he's so proud of this line. He says, been found guilty in the court of aorta. I think that's dumb.
I don't get it.
Like, of the heart.
Yeah.
Like,
oh, that's so stupid.
Yeah, he's like real proud of it.
Rap breaks, I'm just kind of like, whatever. But again, I'm 30. I don't know what to tell you. I'm 31. Even. Is that right?
Yeah.
I think that's right. That sucks. So don't listen to me. I don't know about music.
Have y'all seen the video for Bury a Friend? Speaking of William Eilish.
Yes.
It's so
No.
creepy. Her videos are so creepy. I like them, though.
I did watch the video of her listening to or watching people who sang her songs, who did covers of her songs, and reacting to those. Huh?
I haven't seen that.
It's so great. Yeah. She's so awesome.
Yeah, she's
it's
really nice.
She's just like amazed by everybody.
Yeah. Did you see the one of her answering questions while she plays with puppies? No. I think I sent it to you guys once because the way she talks to the puppies is so sweet and endearing.
Yeah.
I just think she's nice.
She's nice.
She's very talented and she's funny and she's an eyelash.
Yeah.
She is several eyelashes.
Yeah. So, way to go. Billie Eilish, you've still got us, the slightly older people, but we're still hip.
We're so hip. We've still got hips.
Just because I don't know how to say what sus is doesn't mean I'm not hip.
Kind of does.
You would have... Look, if you had looked up the lyrics and seen the word, you would have known immediately.
Yeah, I didn't look up the lyrics.
That's what I did. I was like, is she saying sass?
You just let me hang out there. Oh, yeah.
Well, I was the one who told you. I couldn't, like, turn. I needed to have that moment where I was like, I knew what that was. I was like, is she saying sass? What's she saying? And I was like, sus. That must mean suspect. Because of the context of the song.
And the apostrophe. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's,
So you know.
yeah, I would have known.
You know.
I would have known.
Fellow, you're not even 31 yet.
I'm not yet.
Flirting with it.
Yeah.
Flirting with it real hard.
I'm flirty-one with 31.
Oh, it's good.
Oh, who else has upfront stuff?
I've got a lot, but I'm going to roll them into my obsession.
Oh.
Roll them up. I got nothing.
Which I could just go ahead and do.
Are we... Ben, you don't have anything?
No, I never have anything ever. Fuck you.
That's true. You can listen back and
I
know
never
that that's
say
true.
anything.
It's not true.
This is my first
That's-
episode. What is this?
This is our new co-host, Ben. Hi, Ben. Welcome to WayTooBroad, the
This is
podcast.
our irregular co-host. Wait, was it unusual? It was unusual, right?
Unusual, yeah.
Unusual. I like irregular, too.
Me too. I feel like
Upfront thing. Oh, sorry.
irregular is...
Upfront things.
I feel like irregular is more offensive than unusual.
Yeah, irregular is so offensive, but
Yeah, it's bad.
in like a am I offended kind of way. Am I offended by that?
Is this,
All right.
is this offensive?
Upfront thing.
Upfront things.
Season finale of Gentleman Jack came out. It was amazing.
Ah,
GJ.
so good.
It's just a great show. I can't wait to rewatch it. GJ.
Did you watch... Have you watched it, Ben?
Nope. We've had other
You would
shows.
love it. Everyone would love it in the world would love it.
I
Everyone.
know. My coworker and friend, I keep mentioning it to her because I need her to watch it to the point where I've convinced myself that she has. So I keep mentioning it now because I forget that she hasn't. And I'm like, and she's like, oh, I started this new series. And I'm like, I told you to watch Gentleman Jack. Don't talk to me about your new show that you started because you didn't have anything else to watch. I asked you to watch Gentleman Jack.
The betrayal. The absolute...
And I asked so nicely.
I feel just really frustrated with her. But shout out to my friend Beck if you're listening. I told her about it and she dropped everything and started watching it, and her and her wife love it. And she's just on my level about it. So I appreciate it. And you did too, Hannah.
Yeah.
And so did Uncle Brown. And I just thank you, everybody. I also have asked my parents repeatedly to watch it. And they have told me, oh, we watched this new show. And I'm like, what am I doing?
I want to say to anybody who's still on the fence about Gentleman Jack or hasn't gotten around to it yet, that the first season is very satisfying sexually. Just kidding. But
yeah.
yeah, but also it's very satisfying as a narrative. It's clear to me, I said this on the chat, Ben, but it's clear to me that this show was made with a lack of confidence that they were going to be getting another season. So there are no big cliffhangers or kind of loose ends. Like it pretty much like ties up neatly, but also manages to set the stage very well for a second season that I'm excited about. So I would say now that the whole season is out, I can recommend it to Ben and everybody else even more enthusiastically.
And all that shit happened. All of it happened. All of it happened.
Wow. Amazing.
Just not kind of the minor like parts that weren't directly about them, like some of the sub stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Like the stuff where she wasn't directly involved in the narrative, but like
Right.
all of her shit, all that.
The stuff
all
with
that
the
fucking
tenants
happened.
and the murder. That part,
Yeah, I don't know about that.
but that was minor. It was a minor subplot.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
The subplots, that's the word I'm looking for. I don't know about the subplots, but the plot. I
All
was
of it.
like, surely this didn't happen. And then I'm listening to my audiobook. I was like, that fucking happened. That really happened. Holy shit.
Yeah, because it's not
like-
even all just like local. Like she travels in the end of this season, and like all this
Yeah.
crazy shit happens to her.
Yeah.
That's
all
actually
that
shocking
happened.
to me to hear you say that it all happened.
It all happened. Like some of the stuff you're like, that's good TV writing. It happened. It fucking happened. We can can talk more about this offline, Hannah. I want to tell you some specifics. I don't want to spoil for Ben.
Okay.
/ everybody else. Okay. Other upfronts, we watched all of The Good Place. That's free on Netflix.
Yay!
In fact, like season 2, I was a little skeptical about it when it first started, and then I loved it. And in fact, we had to watch like 3 episodes one night, and the third was like, this is our last one tonight. We can't watch anymore. And then as it was wrapping up, I'm like, Molly, we have got to watch one more. And then the season was over. Like, it was like, we didn't have one more. And I was like, no!
Oh my God.
So, I guess we'll buy season 3. Is that how this goes?
Yeah.
That's how it went for us.
It's fucking blackmail is what that is. So, also rewatching Fleabag, which is just so good. Mm-hmm. Just a really interesting rewatch. I find I'm reacting to it differently than I did the first time.
I absolutely did. The first time I found it so much less memorable for some reason. I think there was something at the time it came out. Maybe it was around the same time that like, what's that? House of Cards was big or something. Like there was something about the fourth wall breaking that I was finding really tiresome, and I didn't give it a chance because the way that she uses it is much more like versatile and powerful and like important to the story. But I think I was like not feeling tolerant of it at the time.
And you know, Ben saying that, or maybe you saying, one of you saying that it was like written as a one woman show is really insightful to me about the fourth wall breaking.
Yeah,
especially like the very first scene in the series. I'm like, oh, this is a one woman show.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I feel like I found her to be intolerable, which is kind of the point. But, like, I have a lot more grace for it this go-round.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's so funny. I feel the same way. So, yeah, and the second season is really, like, I think even more outstanding than the first season.
It's amazing.
So. Yeah.
Awesome. I can't wait. I'm almost done rewatching the first season. Another one for things. Hannah, your nails are incredible.
Oh, my they're busted already.
Oh.
But thank you.
I keep seeing flashes of it and I didn't realize that they actually are a fucking mess, but I was seeing shades of like the fun.
They were incredible. I had pink, yellow, and blue. I had 2 pink and 2 blue, and the middle finger is yellow on both my hands for pride.
For my pride.
For pan pride.
Pan pride.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm so sorry.
Well, I kind of identify as both or either, because like I feel like people will talk about when they're talking about, there are people I think in this world and on these spectrums who are very insistent about pansexual being different from bisexual, but I sort of feel like if you're a person who's attracted to, like, the whole idea of pan is just like you're attracted to the person, not like whatever you assume their genitals to be or what,
right,
you know, and like that to me is kind of how I've always thought of being bi, but like the longer I've been in this world and I've learned about gender being sort of a social construct, the more it makes sense to me to identify as pan, because like bisexual is almost like just in the name of it is like accepting the existence of a gender binary.
Yeah.
So that's where I'm at. So I'll still use either one because, like, it's honestly, like, it's still not as common for people to identify as pan, and sometimes it's just easier to describe yourself as bisexual.
So you're pan with a fallback of bi.
Yeah.
In the event where it's, you know.
Yeah, but I bought this yellow nail polish, and you probably can't tell on this camera, but it's really, it was like a vitamin-infused nail polish. It was just the only yellow one I could find. And, it has completely peeled off, but it's still left a yellow stain on my fingers.
Oh.
That's the vitamin.
That's all the vitamins, yeah. It's like when people used to color their fingers with highlighter.
Your fingernails are still being nourished by the vitamins. That's why it's a healthy shade of yellow.
So, thank you. These 2 fingers are looking fabulous, yes.
They are. Those are the really ones that I must have seen. So. Your 2 fingernails are looking fabulous, Hannah.
Yeah, the rest of them I've picked to hell.
Yeah.
Yeah. But thanks
cool.
anyway.
Those are good up front.
Yeah.
Well, shall I pop?
Pop!
So because of the aforementioned updates I just gave you, obviously I've been like consuming a lot of media and doing a lot of things, listening to a lot of Billie Eilish, watching a lot of Billie Eilish YouTubes. I have like was worried yesterday that I was like, I don't have an obsession. I'm reading a book, but I'm not obsessed with it. It's like good, so I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. But I saw an amazing movie last night, and this is my obsession. It's out now, obviously. It's in the theaters. It's called Booksmart.
Oh, I want to see that so bad.
It's like, I can't remember when I've seen a funnier movie. It's absolutely hysterical and just like lovely, and it okay, let me back up. Let's talk about what it is. Booksmart. It's the directorial debut of Olivia Wilde. It stars it's produced by Will Ferrell. He's one of the producers. That's cool. It's just like a nonstop laugh riot. So it's basically like it's a high school. We could call it, if we wanted to, a high school party movie. But it manages to kind of take that formula and kind of lead you into a spot where you feel like it's going to be formulaic, and then it's totally not. And then it manages to like kind of travel down some of the same roads as high school party movies before it, yet remain completely fresh and wonderful and hysterical. And it's just, I loved it so much. It's got like something for everyone. It's got like one of the main characters is gay, and so it's like, you know, kind of like she's crushing on a lady, her best friend's crushing on a guy. It's like got the whole package. It's just, I don't really know what to say about it other than like, you must go see it. In fact, I'm going to go see it later again this week. I went with a friend. I didn't go with Molly, so I want to take Molly to see it. It's fucking awesome.
It looks great. The cast is amazing.
Yeah.
Who's
Jessica
in it?
Williams is in it.
Jessica Williams, yep.
Jason Sudeikis, Lisa Kudrow, Will Forte.
Wow.
Those all look like maybe they're teachers and
Beanie,
parents.
what's her face?
Beanie Feldstein and Caitlin Dever.
Yeah, I hadn't seen them in anything else, but they were both really awesome. Oh, and their the soundtrack is amazing too. Like I was listening to the soundtrack all day today, and like noted like while the movie was playing that it was amazing. So, yeah, it's just good in every way. Go see it. Go give it your box office dollars. I loved it.
I'll definitely see that shit.
Go forth. See Booksmart.
Fuck yeah. Fuck
It's just-
yeah.
I mean, it's just like, it's really funny. I was going to bed last night. I was about to fall asleep, and then I remembered something funny that happened from the movie and just like had a giggle fit.
Oh, wow.
It's really good.
As I mentioned in the past, I'm pretty bad at getting out to see movies lately.
It's actually not that hard. You drive. Do you have a car, right?
Yeah, you just go.
You just go and you do have to buy a ticket, so that does cost money. And then you just sit there and you watch it and enjoy. You know,
Yeah.
that's all. That's all.
What
there
I'm
is
gonna
to it.
do? What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna be like, Hannah, what are you doing tonight? And you're gonna be like, just sitting around. I'm gonna be like, okay, just buy tickets. This movie, you have to go. And you're gonna be like, fuck. I'm gonna be like, don't waste my money, Hannah.
Okay. Okay, well.
I was sad that I saw it in theaters because I wanted to immediately rewatch it.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow, I will see it. It sounds great.
That's all.
Wow, nice.
Short and sweet.
Succinct.
Great job.
Yeah, I made that movie, so go see it.
Ben, it's my turn,
Yes.
but could you describe
I was not ready.
Wow. It's Ben. It's my turn. Just wanting you to know.
I just want Ben to maybe describe the nature of his obsession just so I can make sure it's not the same as mine.
It's a video game.
It's nature.
Okay. All right. It's a specific video game.
Yeah, it's definitely not your obsession.
Okay.
You don't know.
I know with 100% certainty that it is not her obsession.
That's a high certainty.
Yeah.
It's the highest.
That's the highest
I
you
just
can get.
do know it though.
Okay. You're right, because my obsession is not a video game.
Wow.
My obsession is a video games
Video.
conference. that just ended somewhere. I don't know where. Called E3.
Probably LA. I actually don't know where it is.
Probably LA.
Is it the third one?
No.
So E3 stands for Electronic Entertainment Expo.
Cool. I think I was joking about the third one.
The first one was just E.
No, the first one was E0.
E0. No, but it was a big week in video gaming in general, because of this big expo, which happens every year. And every year for the past 2 or 3 years, even though I'm not a games journalist or even a particularly heavy gamer, I always obsess over it because I'm such a fan of Polygon.com, and they do a lot of coverage. They send their people, they live stream the press conferences and talk over them, which is the main thing that I've been enjoying because Brian David Gilbert, who is most of the pod is, what the fuck am I trying to say?
No idea.
Most of this pod is made up of people who are fans of his.
Wow. That's
2/3 of us.
Most confusing way to ever
You could have
say
said,
anything.
Ben and I are big fans of his.
Yeah, but I didn't want to put you on blast.
I don't feel like that's on blast. I don't fucking hate him.
It's not an insult to say that you're not a fan of someone you've never heard of.
She thinks, I've heard of him. She thinks it's an insult.
I think now you've put her on blast.
I don't feel blasted. It's all the caffeine I've had.
As long as you don't feel blasted, that's all that counts. So
that's right. I appreciate you going elaborately out of your way to make sure I don't feel blasted. Mission accomplished.
Okay, thanks. Great. So Brian David Gilbert has a series that I think I've also talked about before called Unraveled, where he just goes ridiculously in depth and does a shit ton of research on some crazy minute part of a video game that no one would ever think to do. All of the written, he did a definitive ranking of all of the written works that are in the game of Skyrim, which is an open world game that has a shitload of books everywhere. Some of them being very short and some of them being literal full length novels. And he read all of them just to tell us all what the best ones are. But anyway,
wow.
His most recent, episode in that series was how to, do the perfect E3 press conference. Cause something that...
Oh my God, it's so good.
Yeah. Cause something that most all major, I don't know what you even, publishers of video games, they do a big press conference, even before E3 starts, where cause it's only technically 2 days long, where they will, just preview every single thing that's coming out for the next year. Even if they don't have a date for it yet, there's all kinds of trailers and there's all this business gamer fashion, as they call it, where the dudes will come out in a printed shirt and jeans and a ill-fitting blazer. And I never had noticed that before, but it's number one on Brian David Gilbert's list of how to have the perfect press conference. And he also made it into a rules for a drinking game that you could play. And then during all of the press conferences, he was live streaming with one or two other people, and he was playing it. But since they were at work, he was playing it with food or non-alcoholic beverages instead of alcohol. But he wrote the rules for a drinking game. And if he had been drinking during some of those, the business gamer fashion alone would have put him under the table.
Wow.
Everyone. So I was really enjoying watching all those streams. And another fun element of that was that Ben and Kylie were also watching them. So we were messaging back and forth on Facebook about the press conferences as they were happening in some cases, which was a good time.
Are you putting me on blast right now?
It was especially great because Erin wasn't watching and wasn't in the stream with us. That was really the best part for me.
Erin fucking hates
Erin can't stand Brian David Gilbert, and she said not to say anything, but I'm saying it.
I didn't want you to say his name, his 3-person name.
Like a serial killer. That's what she always says.
It's 3 first names. It's unsettling.
He does. I've never thought about that.
Yeah, that's a lot of first names.
Yeah. But, you know, the other thing is, like, I was such a fan of Gil and Gilbert. I think I even brought it as an obsession one time. And that's, like, in between seasons right now. They're kind of trying to figure out how to rework it, I think, to make it a little bit less intense prep work for them, which I totally get. But Pat Gill was, like, alongside him in several of those press conference live streams, and it was really fun to see them together again, because they clearly work on all of his videos together. Like, sometimes you can hear his voice, or he'll, like, pop into frame for a second or something, but he's not in front of the camera as much as he used to be. Like, they're less of a duo, and he's more of, like, a little bit more of a behind the scenes type guy. But I'm, like, happy that they're still friends who work closely together. And I'm, like, always happy when Pat is there, because I think he's really fun and wonderful. And his deadpan humor.
Deadpan
humor.
I love his deadpan humor.
I'm from Minnesota, and I love his deadpan humor. You know, we don't really get deadpan humor up here.
It's too cold for deadpan humor. Usually, but in the summer months sometimes.
You know, it's fun. It's fun to hear.
Oh, no. Yeah, so that's it. I've really just been enjoying that, and, like, kind of we've been taking in a lot of games journalism and just enjoying it, even though, like, we'll probably play 5% of those games ever. Mm-hmm. All the trailers, they just look cool. I like to see what's happening. It's, like, a fun way to also keep up with, like, what technology can do, but it's less boring than just, like, watching videos about medical advances.
What technology?
There are a lot of games I'm really excited for from E3.
Yeah, me too.
We also got a Pokemon release date, which was exciting.
What was it?
I'm sorry. Yeah, November 15th. And we also got a release date for the Final Fantasy VII Remake, which is March 3rd, 2020.
November 15th. Get ready to fuck.
What?
Because of all the Pokemon.
Jesus, Belly.
That's your documented kink.
Yes.
Oh my god, that was for you. That was a joke about you.
I didn't get it at all.
It was a really good joke about
really,
you.
Really good. I wish I was here. I was just too busy daydreaming up fucking all the new Pokemon they announced.
You're getting ready to fuck.
Oh my god, speaking of Pokemon fucking, I saw the funniest tweet the other day about one of the new ones that they just put. Hang on a minute. Ben, vamp about E3.
E3. You know what's actually a game I'm super excited about is that game Ghostwire Tokyo.
Yes, that looks so cool.
Yeah, it looks super cool, and also the creative director, who was the one that was like on stage while it was being announced, was fucking adorable.
So cute. She started out by saying like that she's like not confident in her English, but she's gonna try to speak English for us because she's from Japan, and she was like, she did a great job. She was like super duper cute,
energetic and fun,
like did a lot of hand movements and ended with like a big pose when she was done. It was so cute.
That sounds really cute.
Okay,
and
I post a clip of that if you have it.
A bunch of people drew fan art of her, and then she tweeted out like a folder of pictures on her phone of fan art she had saved, and the folder was called My Treasure.
Oh my god, she sounds precious.
Yeah.
She is really precious.
I learned after seeing that Hannah, do you remember the game Okami that Mom used to play?
Yeah.
She did a lot of the art for that game.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okami
which
was
is like
beautiful.
A beautiful, beautiful game.
That's the one where you like painted
with
the Wii. Yeah. I found the tweet. So it's got like the Yamper and Impidimp, like pictures of both of those, which are two new Pokemon.
Wait, what the fuck's Impidimp? I didn't even see that one.
It looks like...
I'm looking it up. You don't have to describe it to me.
Okay, but for the listener, it's pink with blue accents and like pointy ears and kind of looks like a little demon guy. And it's got like 3 fingers, stands on 2 feet, and it's got his tongue sticking out, and it's also got little fangs. It's really cute.
Wait, I
real round
love
head.
it.
Okay, so this is the tweet about Impidimp. I'll put out I'll
Promote a doty.
yeah. This little shit. This is by at Dude Ruiner, who's like that's their handle, and then their name on Twitter is "Create a Machine to Thrash Your Own Ass," and this. I was just, reading it. Okay, and this is the tweet. This little shit radiates bisexual gremlin energy. Instead of children's laughter, these guys are born every time someone writes, "Be gay, do crimes." This Pokemon says fuck. Impidimp drank all my Pepsi and called me a bitch, and I would die for them.
Oh, man.
It's really funny. I love it.
That's really good.
Okay.
These people in their tweets are so funny.
People like tweets. Oh, also Ben and I are trying to get Spindrift to sponsor us because Mom and Dad are doing a lot of free promotion for them. I mean,
Yeah.
Wow.
Brown and Uncle Brown.
As we are. Like, I'm drinking this
I know.
right now. I'm actually done it.
I know. I told them that we already carved out a corner for them, but I also said that if they don't come and claim it, eventually we're going to have to use it for something else.
Threats.
We have no choice.
We have no choice. What
This is
are we
a
supposed to do?
business, Erin.
Yeah.
That's not true at all. The door's always open.
I'm just putting this in there.
I'm glad you guys are doing it. I clearly could not toe the line. There.
No. Hold on, please. Please hold on.
What do you mean you and Ben are doing it? Are you putting me on blast right now?
Erin, you're being so sus.
Hey, way to use your new word that you learned today, Hannah.
Thank you. Nothing forced about it. It's just become part of my lexicon.
Your vocabulary is growing.
Yeah, so that's it. Just like E3 coverage.
Oh,
Always fun.
fun.
Yeah.
Fun.
Mm-hmm.
He threw more like E-tree.
E3rd, put a clip of the nice lady talking about that nice game. Okay.
Oh,
Also,
yeah.
Keanu Reeves was there.
Yeah.
Like,
Cool.
literally himself. And in the game, is why I say that. He was in a game, like, they showed him, like, the way he came out was they were doing a trailer for a game called Cyberpunk 2077.
Oh, which I'm
And-
also excited about.
Yeah, that also looks really cool. And then, like, the main character looks up and, like, sees, clearly Keanu Reeves in, like, motion, like God, why can I not fucking talk? Like a character that was modeled after Keanu Reeves.
Yeah.
And is voiced by Keanu Reeves. Mm-hmm. And then they, like, opened a thing on stage and Keanu Reeves walked out.
Mm-hmm.
And everyone was really excited because everyone loves Keanu Reeves.
Yeah, and Keanu was really excited. It was really cute. He kept going off the prompter. Like, just yelling, like, E3! Like,
There's
Wow.
also, like, there's a fucking amazing bit where he, like, does this really awkward movement and he's like, and look at this! And people have been memeing the shit out of that because they just, like, they replace whatever video is on the screen that he's pointing to with, like, a bunch of other random shit. It's
Can
fucking
you please
incredible.
send me some of those?
I will try to find some, yeah.
You said they've been memeing the shit out of it.
Yeah, but
so
I don't know.
you're gonna,
I'm not, like, saving them. I'm just seeing them and laughing at them.
Where are you seeing them?
Twitter.
Those people in their tweets.
They're pretty sus, if you ask me. Did I do it?
Ben, I think that you need to work on making it sound more natural when you say it.
Oh, okay. Thank you. I'll do my best.
Y'all keep freezing, and it leaves me in sus about what you're gonna say next.
Maybe we're just having a pensive moment.
Can you abbreviate? Can you sus for like any like suspense?
I don't see why not.
I see why not. Otherwise, what's the point of it? It means one thing.
Yeah, or like G minor sus.
That's actually, that was first before.
That was the OG.
Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Okay. I think
All right,
should
we have to
move
on.
along. Yeah.
We did a good job there. Good job, Hannah. That was nice.
Thank you. Thank you. Ben, it's your
Hi.
turn now.
Hi, I'm Ben.
Hi,
Hannah.
Nice to meet you.
Ben's turn.
Mine. Okay, actually, first I want to give an honorable mention to something I almost talked about as my obsession, but then
Gentleman Jack.
nope. But then I realized that the other thing I'm going to talk about is what I've truly been obsessed with. The honorable mention is for a show that Uncle Brown told us to watch. But, well, I wanted to watch it before, but he mentioned it in his email last week. Good Omens on Amazon.
Oh, yeah, that one.
It's really, really good. And
We
there's
watched
there's some serious gay energy between those two.
Yeah, I
Main
noticed
characters.
that.
Nice.
Someone told me it was a pretty faithful... I haven't read the book, but someone told me it was pretty faithful to the book. I wonder if that's present in the book or not.
More like Gay Omens.
And Neil Gaiman was the showrunner. So I imagine he kept it pretty... If not faithful, it was like still, from the same guy either way if there was like stuff added.
Faithful or faithful.
More like Gay Omens. Am I right?
But yeah, everyone should watch that show. It's really good. It's about the end of the world.
Yeah.
It's really gay.
The vibe of it reminded me of like Pushing Daisies.
Yeah, it does have that feel.
Oh, that show.
Yeah.
I love
Did you
that
watch
show.
that one? I love that one.
Yeah, that was a good show.
Yeah.
We started watching that the other day, actually, and then Kylie was like, man, I actually really like this show. Because I've been trying to get her to watch it for a while. And then I mentioned that it got canceled, I think, after like 2 seasons, or 1 season, maybe. And she was like, oh, I don't know if I want to watch it anymore then. Which I kind of get, because it's like, it doesn't,
Yeah.
it kind of sucks to know that you're definitely not going to have an end.
Yeah. does.
But that show is super good. It's on Amazon. Not for free, you have to buy it, but...
What were we going to say, Erin?
A lot of good quips
Yeah.
in that
Yeah.
show. Like, I remember one, it was like, a hug is like an emotional Heimlich.
Yeah. Oh, I want to
that's
watch
a
it
nice
again.
It's just so sweet.
Yeah.
Sweet.
But that's
So-
not my obsession.
Yeah, that's not it.
Nothing I've talked about yet is my obsession. My obsession is a video game that
Can I, since you were like 100% certain Hannah would not have this as her obsession,
Yeah.
I would like to hear a guess from Hannah.
Oh,
Sure.
okay.
Let's bust that theory. That was a cool thing to say.
Is it a Pokemon game?
No. Are we doing 20 questions or are you guessing?
I don't know then. All I can think of is Left 4 Dead and Pokemon games.
What? Left 4 Dead? Is that a game I like?
I don't... No, it's not. But it's not a game I would like either.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. What is it?
It's psychology.
a game that I started playing in high school and then stopped playing for a while and then started playing again, and it's called Hearthstone.
Hearthstone.
Have neither of you heard of it before?
That sounds familiar.
I don't think I have.
Wow, wait, really?
Wow. So myth confirmed.
Hearthstone. Yeah, I have not played this. I don't know about this at all.
It's a card game. And actually, what I started
Back to Massachusetts.
I started to want to play it because Kylie and I started doing Dominion for a couple nights ago. And
Yes.
I just
Camp Browns.
fucking love card games a lot. And I really like this game. And I was like, man, this really makes me feel like playing Hearthstone. And so I just re-downloaded it. It's free to play, which is nice. It's made by Blizzard also. So it takes place in all the Blizzard Warcraft universe. So all of the cards and heroes that you play as are all based on Blizzard lore, Warcraft lore, and it's also actually, and there are a few of them that are voiced by the Critical Role people, like a lot of the big ones. But I don't know, it's a fucking card game. It's just fun. But the reason I stopped playing was that I started playing really early. I think it was still in closed beta because my friend gave me a key. And that was probably like sophomore or junior year of high school, so maybe like 2013. I don't know exactly when it was, but somewhere around then, 2013, 2014, somewhere there. I played it a lot freshman year of college, like a lot. And the thing about it is that while it is free to play, it's the free to play business model of like, to really get an advantage, you have to pay a lot of money to like keep up with all the new cards coming out. Especially when they like release expansions and then like suddenly all of the new really good decks that people are playing are based on cards from that expansion, and you can't keep up with the meta unless you're also buying those cards, which really sucked. But I did buy a lot of like my freshman year I did, because I was like actively playing a lot of ranked play and I actually, so there's like you the way the ranking system works in Hearthstone is like you get up to you go from like, I think it's like rank 25 up to 1 by winning games, and then once you get past 1, you get into the area called Legend. And in Legend, you're like given a number, and that's like literally your rank of all the top players in your region. Like it goes from like being in a broad class of people that are like all rank 2 or all rank 1 to like I'm the 4,000 whatever best player. And wow. I got 1 win away from that once, and could not get there. And that's kind of when I stopped playing, because I was like, man, fuck this. I'm dumping a ton of money into this, and it's like, it's bad for me. But then, like, I think probably my senior year, I got back into it a little bit because they had sort of reformatted how things worked, where like the cards that were allowed in ranked play were only from like the last few expansions, which made it so that, because you don't only have to buy like card packs to get cards. You can also craft them by like, you can take cards you don't want and turn them into what's called dust, and then use the dust to make other cards. And so once they like reformatted how the system worked, I was able to dust a lot of the cards, the really good cards that I had that weren't able to be used in rank play anymore, so I could like just create decks that I wanted rather than have to buy a bunch of stuff. And then I did that, and then I stopped playing for like a year and a half or 2 years again, and the same kind of thing happened where like all of the cards that I had created were no longer useful, and so I could dust them and make new decks again. So like I haven't spent any money this time, but I've been able to like make pretty good decks out of what I had.
Nice.
And it's just been really fun for me. It's just a nice thing.
It sounds nice. When you say like a lot of money in high school, like how much, if you feel comfortable?
I have no idea.
Like $50.
Like way more than $50. Like I remember
like $55.
I feel like I remember Kylie and I would like reward ourselves with buying like 60 card packs for $50 at the end of a semester for ourselves.
Nice.
Something like that. But I did that like a few times. I didn't like buy $50 worth of cards all the time, but like I don't know. It probably felt like a lot more money to me being a like poor college student. So it was maybe more like $200 something, something like that. But that was like most of my money. So yeah, it just became not smart for me to. And like I really liked the rank play part of it, and you like can't keep up with that unless you're buying cards, or that's how it used to be. But it kind of it doesn't really feel like that anymore, which is really nice. They also like there are little quests you can do every day to like get gold to be able to buy card packs or do this other game mode that costs gold. But they've also like updated the quest system so that it gives you a lot more gold now, and also there are a lot of quests that give you card packs, especially like when an expansion comes out. So it kind of like it seems like they've really worked on that. Like I was able, when I logged in, and like I think a new expansion like just came out like a month ago or so, and I was like able to get a lot of card packs just from like playing the game and doing quests. So like wasn't that much of a hassle to catch back up.
That is good.
Yeah, they've definitely worked on it, and I really like it a lot. They also just like they've added so many new mechanics to the game that are really cool.
Has Kylie been playing it too?
No.
I had the same question.
No, she used to play it a lot. are like my freshman year also, but she never was like as into it as I was. And she, like when you get, so they're like, you can play as different classes, and they have like different sets of cards and different like abilities basically. And if you win 500 ranked games with a class, you get your like hero portrait that shows in game becomes golden when you play that class. And I have 2 of those because I played a lot in I got both of those freshman year from playing a ton of ranked. So she never really got into it to that extent. But she liked it too. I don't think she hasn't really shown interest in playing it again, because I think a lot of us that played back then were kind of scarred from, you know, the way it was like so hard to catch up, and it made it so hard to get into as a new player too. I think if you started now and like just tried it, it would be a lot easier to get into the game.
It's easier to warm up to Hearthstone.
Yeah. Oh, and there's also a really fun game mode called Arena. That was one I mentioned where you have to pay gold to get into it. And instead of like building a deck and then playing against other people with that deck, you draft a deck by like it picks 3 random cards for you, and then you pick one of those 3, and you do that 30 times until you have a full deck. And so it's like really fun to, you know, like build the best deck you can. It also like, it's really good for like teaching new players what's important in a deck, because like you don't just want to draft like all really powerful stuff because it's like really expensive to play, and you know, it teaches you a lot about the game to do Arena, and it's also really fun, and you get cards and gold from doing Arena. So there's a lot of fun. It's just a fun game.
Sounds fun.
It's just a fun card game.
You know, it sounds fun.
It's also on a mobile and iPads and stuff.
What do you play it on?
I play it on my computer.
Is it physical cards too?
Nope, it's a digital only card game.
Digital only.
Digital only card game.
I do find that I'm less like. It's funny because I was thinking as you like we kind of were talking about it the other day, Ben, and not in specific relation to Hearthstone, but like in relation to card games. I like to play Dominion on the computer. I understand like that there's value to it because you can play remotely with people, and because you don't have to like deal with all the shuffling and stuff. But in general, I feel much less interested in card games when they're not like tactile actual card games. Even Dominion, I don't know if I would have gotten into it if that was my first exposure.
Right.
You know? I don't know.
Yeah, I get that, but like I mean, this game is built to be digital only. It's not like a physical one that was put on a computer, so they do a lot to like, there are a lot of like animations and a lot of ways they make it like almost feel tactile anyway. Even when you're playing digital, like when you attack with a minion, for example, like your minion actually like rears back and kind of like, I don't know how to describe it, like rears back and like hits the other minion. It's not just like they do damage and then go away, you know what I mean? Like there are a lot of little things like that like make it feel like you're actually like directing them and doing something.
I think it's hard too because Dominion is a little awkward as a digital game.
Yeah.
Especially when you're used to playing it. I don't know if that's it, but
I agree.
Yeah, it feels like it could contribute to.
Well, I like to play. I mean, I like the flexibility that it gives you to play Dominion on the computer.
We need to play that soon.
Exactly. Like we can only play Dominion when we're together unless we do it on the computer, and then we can play it whenever we want.
And I think it still have the subscription for like the nice expansion packs, so we should do a game soon.
Hell yeah.
Can you have like
Dominion.
friends on Hearthstone?
Yeah. Of course. You can have friends on, well, it's like Blizzard has like one client, and if you like friend someone in any of the games, you're friends with them in all of the games. Cool. You know what I mean? It's called Battle.net.
You can have a friend in the Blizzard.
Also, I live like 5 minutes from Blizzard. Side note.
So did you go get your game in person then?
Yeah, I went and got
one
a
game subscription, please.
One Hearthstone, please.
You'll find that I have a login from years hence. I shall now attempt to log in BYB. My password, do you have a pen?
Are you having a pen?
Is this an encrypted conversation? Is this an encrypted pen?
Yeah. You draw like 5 dots.
Oh man, someone should make this sketch.
It's really that tactile experience I'm going for.
Maybe I'll stream myself playing Hearthstone so you guys can see what it's like.
Yeah.
That's a great plan. Make sure you put it in the Slack, because I'm not on that social media. So
Oh yeah.
Put it in the Slack.
Put
put it in the Slack. If you want to talk to me, put it in the Slack.
Cool. Well, good obsession, man. Now I do understand why you knew it wasn't gonna be my obsession.
Yep.
Yeah.
Although
Is it a video game? It's not it's not. It's a card game on a computer. Is it a video game?
Yes.
Okay.
I think it's a computer game.
Ben wants it all.
Yeah. Yeah.
He wants it all. He wants to call it a card game. He wants to call it a computer game. He wants to call it a video game. He wants it all.
It's a card game on a computer. How is that not a computer game?
But it's a video game.
That was never... A computer game was never under computer.
What do you... Yes, it is a video game.
Was there a trailer for Hearthstone in one of the E3 conferences, Ben?
No. Oh, no. That was... Oh, I see. We did mention it, though.
Yeah.
Because... Oh, that was another thing that made me feel like playing Hearthstone. I totally forgot about that.
What was it?
Actually, I think I'd already started playing again before that. It was the Elder Scrolls card game.
Oh.
And then I was saying... Oh, my phone died. I was saying that... I was just talking about how much I like card games.
Oh, that's right. And Kylie said, literally no one plays this game. Everyone plays Hearthstone instead.
Yes.
Get out of here, Bethesda. It's never going to happen.
And you were like, Hearthstone.
Yeah. Cool. Should we do homework?
Was I not in that thread?
No, it was on Facebook Messenger.
Are you putting me on blast?
Yes.
Let's
always,
do homework.
Erin, always.
I'm blasted.
Erin, what's your homework?
Oh, man. My homework is to go out and see Booksmart. It's awesome. You're going to love it. It's really funny. Oh, my God.
In theaters.
In theaters. Yeah, or when it comes out. Whatever. Whatever you want to do. You know what? It's whatever.
Okay.
Whatever you want to do. Go see it. Just go see it. Okay? Or stay and see it. You know what I mean? Stay see it.
Stay seated. Please stay seated.
Go see it or stay seated. I review lesbian movies at LesbianMovieReviews. I met a fan the other day, and I feel inspired to pick that project back up. So
Good.
Yeah. I have a website, erinburn.com. Check it out. Okay, bye.
Cool. My homework is you can go watch the videos of the live streams, the Polygon live streams on Twitch if you want, or they have them unlisted on YouTube too, so good luck finding those. And or just go onto their YouTube channel, Polygon, or youtube.com/Polygon probably. I'll put a link, and just look at all their good videos because they're nice, good, fun people. It's pretty much.
What about you? What's your stuff?
Oh, my Twitter is @Anthropology. That's also my Instagram. I have another podcast called So Dreamy. Here's the preview of a dream I'm going to probably forget to talk about on So Dreamy. This morning when I woke up, the only thing, well, at least as of now, the only thing I remember about my dreams was that I had a dream that I woke up and got out of bed and went to go use the toilet, and our toilet was completely broken. it was smashed.
Oh, God.
Yeah, it was really upsetting. Like, the top... Did you just apologize? No, like the seat was completely detached, and then also like where it should have been attached, that was broken too, so it was impossible to reattach it, and it was just a whole mess, and I just really had to pee, and I had to figure out if I was gonna just like use it anyway or not. So that was like...
I'm convinced your brain was doing you a solid, because I think it was like, shit, she's actually gonna pee. I need to make the toilet. And that you would have peed in that toilet, Hannah, if it were available to you.
I think you're right.
I think I'm right.
So we talk about dreams like that. Sometimes we talk about all kinds of sleep disturbances and stuff. It's a good time. You should come listen to it.
Or stay
listen to it. And yeah, Ben, what's your homework? Wait. Yeah, Ben, what's your homework?
What's your homework?
Okay.
Ben, what's your homework? Wait. Yeah, Ben, what's your homework? Wait. Yeah, Ben, what's your homework? Wait.
My homework is to try Hearthstone if you want. You can just look at it, just Google it. How to get it, you idiot. It's free.
Doesn't sound free. Sounds like it's $200 if you're in high school.
It's free to start, that's for sure. And I bet I would actually be curious.
True.
If any of our listeners or either of you two do end up trying it, I'd be curious to know what the like new player experience is like now, because I feel like it's probably a lot better than when I started. My Twitter is nicely proved Ben. My Twitch is twitch.tv/DiscoGreg. Maybe I'll stream some Hearthstone there. Who knows? That's it.
Okay. If you want to call us and tell us your obsession, or let us know whether or not that made you uncomfortable, what Ben just did, you can leave us.
There's no way. There's no way.
It didn't.
You can.
There's no way it didn't.
You can leave us a voicemail at 774-326-0420.
Blaze
Blaze
it.
it.
Blaze it. Blaze it.
Just do it.
Molly and I were listening to the podcast in the car last week, and she said blaze it with us.
Yes.
It was awesome. She's just like sitting there, and then she's like, blaze it. It's addictive.
Yeah, you can't. What are you going to do? Not do it?
420, blaze it. When we take our pod on the road, when we go viral, we'll end each show being like, 420, and then the audience will say, blaze it. It's going to be really
Yeah,
great.
that's going to happen. Our Twitter is at TwoBroadPod.
Blaze it.
Blaze it. Our Instagram is WayTooBroad. You can email us at waytoobroad@gmail.com. And if you missed any of the stuff we just said, you can find links to everything and all kinds of other great information at waytoobroad.com for anything you want. Or check out www.earnben.com for anything you need. And, also, if you have a spare minute and you want to make our day, then go leave us a review on Apple Podcasts or anywhere that you can leave us a review. And we'll be so excited. And we'll probably...
Or your favorite bathroom stall.
Yeah, your favorite, whatever. Wherever.
WayTooBroad.com, you can now search for topic by chronological order. There's some hiccups with the presentation that I may or may not get to in a timely manner, but the implementation should work, so enjoy.
Yeah.
Great job.
Yeah, you can look things up by... If you're like, I think they talked about this a couple months ago, you can go look at that month and see what we talked about and find it.
Search by season.
Yeah, so that's it. That's
Blaze it.
0420 blaze it.
I'll set it on fire and let it burn.
Like the fire that just started in me, but she didn't come back to ask it out. Okay.
Willie my last. Okay.
The podcast candle,
which was blazing.
And burning, is now extinguished.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Like all things in life. Goodbye.
Wow.
And indeed, life itself.
We love
Bye.
you. Go listen to Billie Eilish. Eyelash. Bye.